Namaste. Now, we'll look into the facts which has not to be done for the Carnatic music singer, or we can say the don'ts for the Carnatic music. So, first thing is to be aware of our vocal range. So, that is very much important. So, most of the people during singing, what they do is, so they will just sing in a pitch which is not comfortable to their tone. Again, so this has to be avoided. So what happens if we do so? So suppose my range may be in some other pitch. So let us say that my vocal range is at the G sharp or the white 5. And suppose if I'm singing in the pitch beyond that, so it is going to add much more stress to our vocal muscle, and ultimately it may deteriorate our tonality also. So for that purpose, this has to be strictly avoided. So you have to find out which is your comfortable pitch. Then only you have to start practicing in that pitch. So now the question comes, how we can identify this pitch, right? So for that, we can use the instrument called as Shruti box, okay, where we can adjust the pitch. We can just sing up sa pa sa. By doing that, we can identify what is our range. So whether we can go, whether we can sing it in a lower tone or the higher tone comfortably, so that can be identified by just referring or just listening to the Shruti, focus on it. So the first thing to be avoided is singing beyond the pitch or singing beyond our vocal range. So that has to be avoided. So the second aspect that has not to be done for the Carnatic singing is singing above your head. So there are certain notes which are in a very higher range. So what we do is, so we'll put our full strength on our singing, and we'll sing those particular notes which is above our vocal range. So we are adding lots of stress. Suppose, let me demonstrate it. So we are singing like this. So let us say we are singing Tarastai exercise. So Sari Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sari Ga Ma Pa. So till here we can reach comfortably. So if I'm singing beyond this in the same pitch, okay, so now what happens? It is going to add a lot of stress to my vocal muscle. So in order to avoid this, so what we have to do is we have to clearly observe our instructor, how they are singing that particular note. So one thing we can do is we can reduce a tone, but we have to reach the pitch. So we can soften our tone so that no need to sing in a fully open voice. Okay, so that it adds some relaxation to our vocal muscle. It is not going to stress up. So we can sing the higher tone swaras like this. Sa re ga ma. So like this, we can reduce it a little bit. We can reduce the tone, but not the pitch. Okay, so by that we can just relax our vocal muscles. So that this what to be avoided for the Carnatic music singer, that is singing above their head. And one more thing that has to be avoided is, so not regularly practicing or not practicing the sapasa exercise in a full strength. So if you're just doing those exercise for the sake of formality, so again, our vocal range will not open up. So we won't be get the proper foundation or the basics in Carnatic music. So whatever may be the pitch, so we have to just focus on the pitch and we have to practice that sapasa regularly. So this goes like this. Sa pa sa pa sa. So most of us, what we do is, for the sake of formality or as a part of a ritual, what we'll do, we'll sing the sapasa like this. Sa pa sa. So if we do so, it is not going to add any benefit for us. Okay, so in this context, we have to practice it regularly in the beginning as well as end of the every class in a full stretch. So again, it helps us to improve our vocal range. So the next fact that has to be avoided in Carnatic singing is not practicing regularly the basic exercises. So basic exercises include Sarali Varasais, Janti Varasais, Tarasthai, Mandrasthai Varasais, Dhatu Varasais and all. All these are the basic lessons which are not simply composed. So these are composed based on the purpose. So which helps us to improve our foundation. So which strengthens our basic foundation. So for that purpose, we have to practice this, all those exercises, whatever may be the level we are practicing. So in each level, so this acts as a base or the foundation. So skipping this or not practicing this much, so again, so it is not going to give us a strong foundation, so that when we are singing some of the great compositions, which may be the toughest composition, so there it creates us a dilemma that how to sing that notes like that. So for that purpose, we should to have a strong basics, we have to practice all these basic exercises in the Carnatic music. And the last aspect that has not to be avoided is, so we should not sing the exercises, okay, randomly. So what we have to do is, so we have to do the warm-up exercises every day, skipping the warm-up exercises or not practicing the whatever the compositions or the singings, okay, whatever we have learned. If we are not practicing it on a daily basis, again, so it adds a lot of stress to our vocal muscle. And while singing, you have to focus that. So you should not control, okay, you should not control or you should not contract your neck muscles like this. Okay, it has to be relaxed, sit in a relaxed position and then sing. So that will be adding a great help for you while singing. So if you are just stressed up like this, okay, so some of them, what they'll do is while singing, they will just control their voice to the extent. So like it will be just stretch it by controlling, they will just hold their neck muscles very tightly and they will sit in an uncomfortable position saying that they are fully stressed up and they'll sing. So let me show how it goes. So it will be like this. So here, what we are doing is we are not even opening up our voice. We are controlling it like anything. So while doing so, what happens? It adds lot of stress to your neck muscles, your shoulder, even on your vocal cords. So in order to remove this stress, what we can do is we can do some necks as well as a shoulder exercise. Like we can just rotate our shoulder like this. So while rotating, again, it also relaxes our vocal cords also. Similarly, we can also do the neck rotation. So like this. We can move it to and fro, sideways, as well as back and front, or we can also rotate like this. So by doing so, again, it also removes the stress and it strengthens our vocal muscle. So kindly avoid all these things in Carnatic music so that you can excel to a greater level with the most comfortable position, as well as you can achieve much in the music field. So all the very best for your performance. We'll see you in the next session. Bye-bye.